What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to another video at the Black Sheep Enterprise. Today, I'm just going to be walking you guys through kind of my day, kind of what I got going on. For any of you that don't know, I'm doing e-commerce. I've been doing it for about a year and a half now. Been making good money, had a lot of ups and downs, had a lot of different things that I've been learning in the process of entrepreneurship. But I've been blessed by God to be able to have a pretty decent apartment at 23 and be able to, pay for my own car and so on and so forth. So I've been able to see what Ecom has been able to do for me, and I'm really grateful for it. And I'm forever, thankful for everything that has come into my life because of Ecom. So, at the end of the day, hopefully this YouTube channel is not only kind of just giving you an insight on what real life can be like for an Ecom seller, but also I would love to teach all of you what it really means to be an Ecom seller, what it takes to be an Ecom seller, and the process that you guys can take to ultimately make a whole hell of a lot of money. Right now is kind of the time that I go ahead and I read books and I, note take on things, and whatever it is that I'm trying to learn, I really hone in on this time, focus on that, and really put all of my effort into becoming a better entrepreneur in this time frame, because obviously there's plenty of areas that we all need to improve in, myself included, man. I've made plenty of good money, but damn it, there's definitely areas where I'm not at my best, and I'm not always, doing the greatest I can in certain areas. And so that's why we always just gotta level up. We gotta improve, guys. We're all in this together. You're not alone. I'm in it with you, but I really hope that this YouTube channel can be of substance to you. So you can actually learn some really good stuff, and like I said, make a whole lot of money, guys. This world is really limitless in regards to the amount of money that you can make. You don't really need to be working a job nowadays, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know, coming from the mouth of a 23-year-old, that sounds really, kind of cocky, and hopefully I don't sound like a shithead, but at the end of the day, really, what I say is ultimately only to uplift you and only realize, or allow you to realize, that it is possible to do these things, and it is possible to make money. You just got to put your mind to it and ultimately find a way to do it, right? Once you have the key, you can unlock the door, right? So that's about it. I'm going to get into this little session here, enough rambling, and then I'm going to show you guys kind of my little setup, kind of the process that I take in my Ecom journey, and kind of just every little step that I take in the morning here to kind of set myself up for the day, set myself up for what I like to call deep work. Obviously, you guys have probably heard that, but after this little session of education, I typically do my deep work, the things that are the biggest levers in the business that I need to pull, and kind of go from there. So yeah, I'm really excited to show you guys that. We'll get into it right now, and I'll see you guys in a second. All right, guys, it's currently 10:25 in the AM. I finally just finished my little task that I was kind of showing you guys earlier about going about, education and educating myself. Again, I feel like it's one of those things that all of you should be doing, because at the end of the day, knowledge is not power unless applied. So although it's good to acquire knowledge and so on and so forth, it's also very good to apply it. And so that's something that I'm trying to get better at, is applying the things that I'm actually learning, applying the different mindset beliefs and the different tactics and not tricks, if you will, but just ultimately knowledge that I'm learning, because again, to apply it is a whole different, category of intelligence, I believe. And so I think it's really important for all of you to, maybe take some time and just read a book, something that you're interested in. Maybe if it's something that you're not interested in, I've noticed that I'm reading books that I otherwise didn't think I had a whole lot of interest for, but I'm actually learning more than I ever have in the span of really my life by really implementing this and obviously scheduling it and writing it down. And so I recommend all of you maybe take a little bit of time, even if you're not a reader. There's audiobooks, there's podcasts, there's YouTube videos like this that you can listen to and gain some insight on, and little tips and tricks to ultimately just make your life better, guys. What we're going to be doing right now, I'm going into my room. What I'm going to be doing is actually I'm going to be making another YouTube video on that little whiteboard right there. Gosh, one of the best investments I've made, in my opinion, getting a whiteboard, because so many things that you can write out on, and just even leave a good quote, leave something that you resonate with, so on and so forth. Damn, look at that bicep. Anyway, so what we're going to be doing right now is I'm going to be filming another YouTube video for you guys to gain some insight on some things that I'm learning from my books and from the education. Another beautiful thing about educating yourself is that you can teach to other people. You can, make an impact in someone else's life, and that always makes you feel good. So what I'm doing is showing you guys kind of like my little setup, what I do in a day's time in regards to what it is to really be an e-com seller, what it really means to make money online, make that Wi-Fi money. And hopefully some of you guys can gain some insight and little tips and tricks that will ultimately help you maybe potentially do the same thing. So excited about that. We're gonna get into that right now, film this YouTube video and get to work. Here is I'm just kind of gonna walk you through what I got going on my desk here and kind of my setup in regards to the different tools and the different things that I use to ultimately make sure that I'm functioning at my best capability. So we've got my laptop, simple MacBook. I actually got it used, which is fantastic. I got it refurbished, but the thing works absolutely fantastic. I forget what model it is, but nonetheless, we've got that here. So obviously very lucrative. You guys should obviously, I'm assuming, be doing your work on a computer, which is good. You can get a lot of cheap computers out there. You don't need a whole lot to be able to run an e-com business. You really just need a device, preferably a computer. I wouldn't be doing it from your phone because you don't get the fullest. You just obviously don't have a whole lot to work with on the phone, and a lot of the applications that you'll need for ecom is not going to be able to be functional on the phone to its best capability. So I recommend really getting, even if you can get a used computer off Facebook Marketplace, anything like that, guys, you can start with anything, really nothing, to be honest with you, and start making money off the bat. So it's really lucrative that you have that. Number two, we've got my microphone here. Obviously, I have this for YouTube specifically. If I am teaching something, if I am talking to my students, creating course videos, so on and so forth, I use this microphone, and it's very helpful, very useful. I got a pretty cheap one. This one was about 50 bucks. Relatively cheap compared to a lot of the other ones out there. You don't need anything fancy, guys. That's another thing I want to mention is that, a lot of the time people think, oh, I got to get the best equipment. I got to get this, I got to get that. Guys, you don't need that shit. You guys just need the basic info, the basic equipment, and you'll get to your goals 100%. So we got that. We got my monitor here. I chose to invest in this monitor because of the fact that it was just one of those things that I wanted in my ecom, desk here. Reason being is that I can see the items on the computer screen a lot easier. It's a lot, more convenient for me. You obviously don't need it. It's not necessary. You can obviously just do it from your laptop, but it just allows me to get a full broad view of what it is that I need to see. And I can also have two things popped up at once, which is really nice. So these blue light glasses, a lot of people don't tend to use, and a lot of people don't think they work, but I'll tell you this, they work wonders, guys. They absolutely work wonders. I tend to wear them throughout the whole day now, unless I'm out in the sun. If I'm out in the sun, taking a walk, out with friends, out with families. The beautiful thing about blue light is that it can actually allow you to avoid any and all really harsh blue light that comes into your eyesight, especially towards the end of the night, because if any of you didn't know, your circadian rhythm, you got to keep that on lock if you want good sleep. And so this has allowed me to just filter out any of that blue light, and it ends up not keeping me up at night, which is really nice. I tend to notice that when I don't wear these and I look at the computer screen, or I look at a phone or a TV or something like that, I tend to get less sleepy. But when I'm wearing these around the time that I go to bed, typically I'm half asleep, man. So it's definitely super lucrative, and it just keeps your eyes from getting strained, especially if you're doing ecom work. You're going to be on the computer a good majority of the day, so on and so forth. A mouse, very simple, mouse pad, all that good stuff. I like to have a calculator as well, because the calculator is super lucrative in regards to being able to calculate different profit, expenses, so on and so forth. It's nice to just have. I don't like to look at my phone, because sometimes with my phone, if I'm on it, I tend to, get distracted with notifications and things like that, right? So a lot of the time we tend to do things in our day that aren't that fun, right? There tends to be times where, we do things that aren't that enjoyable, aren't that exciting. And I've noticed that using that Post-it note as a reference of, when I'm doing tasks that I don't specifically otherwise like, right? Because here's the thing, here's the reality. Regardless if you get into business, school, 9 to 5, whatever it is, you're gonna do tasks that you like less than others, right? I ask myself, what would this look like if it were fun? What would it look like if I was to do this and actually enjoy it, right? Would I listen to maybe some music? Would I, maybe have some good vibes going on? Would I maybe have some water by my side that I can, hydrate myself with? Would I maybe do some push-ups in between, my work, so on and so forth? Would I, maybe just listen to a podcast in the background while I'm doing some of this tedious work? There's so many ways that you can ultimately make the work semi-fun and semi-enjoyable. And so I recommend, just maybe keeping that as a reference, writing it down. I have this little, this is another thing that I have by my desk. It's this little, basically just this little whiteboard, and I write down little quotes on it. I write down little things, and I can always look back at it while I'm doing my work and, remember my why and remember my purpose. Because guys, that's the biggest thing here, is that, everybody needs to do work. At the end of the day, there are certain tasks that you're not going to like, and there's going to be times where you're not going to feel like fucking doing the work. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter how successful you are. Every single successful person is lying to you if they tell you, oh, I love every part of my job and, my business, and it's just fantastic and sunshine every day. No, it's not. There's going to be things that you don't like. That's just life. And I've been there. I've been fucking in the dump at times where I'm like, man, I do not want to be doing this. But I always remind myself by writing down positive quotes, by keeping this post-it note here that says, what would this look like if it were fun? To remind myself that, I can make this fun. I can be a changer of my reality, because whatever we perceive, we can conceive, right? Whatever we believe, we conceive. So if we believe this is a fun task and we make it that way, it's going to be a fun task. So here is this little wall hanger, and then I got this hat. This looks like an ordinary hat, but actually what it is it's a EMF hat. So an EMF hat, again, I'm a little bit over the top with stuff sometimes, but EMF hat basically means electromagnetic frequency hat. So what it does is it blocks any of the electromagnetic frequencies, because I'm on my computer a lot, and so I don't want that shit, hitting my head all the time and things like that. So guys, do what makes you happy. It makes me happy, so I'm grateful for it. But yeah, we got that, and then we got my backpack here. Backpack's got all my equipment in it. It's got my headphones, all that good stuff. You always want to have things on buy. So when I'm out of the house, when I'm at my warehouse, fulfilling orders with my employees and all that good stuff, I like to put on that backpack. And if I need to write something down, if I have, important info to show my employees, I have it in my backpack always. It's always good to have that. Extra charger, all that good stuff. Another thing, we got a heater here. I'm in freaking Chicago. Probably shouldn't give my location, but who cares? I'm located in Chicago, and it's freezing right now. It's freaking like 17, 20 degrees. So I'm trying to stay warm here. My apartment gets warm, but I'm by a window, so that's the thing. And just a good chair, guys. I got this from Amazon. It was super, compared to how comfortable it is, it was relatively cheap. I'm very grateful that I invested into a chair. Keep in mind, guys, I know I haven't talked about this, and I'll definitely be making a video about my kind of story in entrepreneurship and my journey in Ecom. I didn't have shit when I started this. I had a terrible computer. I had no desk. I had this little foldable thing that my father actually got me, that I could do my work on, which I'm very grateful for that. It got me through, but for a while I wasn't even using that. I was using pillows and shit, just to prop up my, laptop. And I would ultimately just sit anywhere and everywhere that I could, to do work. I can tell you this, I am just so thankful, by the grace of God, that he has blessed me with these, pieces of equipment and these things, because it's made my life that much easier. And yeah, it's changed my life drastically in regards to the productivity that I actually put out, and the output that I get from my work. So I've been in the dumps, guys. I really have. I'll be honest with you. When I started this journey, it was tough. It was tough. Another key, if I could leave you with it, is that once you start making money with Ecom, make sure to invest back into yourself, right? This is, in my eyes, a business expense, right? I'm writing this off of my taxes, all that good stuff. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't take that, but you can obviously write off a good amount of things if you're capable and if you pay attention to it. And I treat it as just investing back into myself for all the hard work that I've done, and it's paid off great magnitude. So yeah, guys, very simple. And then also, this is a really good desk too. This desk actually goes up and down. So when I go like this, the thing goes up, and then when I go like this, it goes down. So a little fancy. You got it from IKEA. It was a little expensive, but definitely worth it. I like it because sometimes I like to stand up, get the blood flow coming back into my legs. I don't want to be sitting all the time, because sometimes it can obviously keep the organs kind of complacent. You want that blood flowing through your body. You'll just feel it in your brain. You'll feel better. You'll feel more energized, more fluid. So but yeah, guys, that's my Ecom setup. And that's really all I have for this video today. I would love to get deeper into the work. I definitely will be making videos and vlogs about that. And we'll definitely be making a multitude of different videos on how to sell on the platforms that I sell on. and be able to hopefully educate you guys and allow you guys just to make some fucking money, guys, because anybody can do it. I really truly say that from someone that has dropped out of freaking college, that, you know, went from nothing to something, and I can say confidently that it's changed my life in ways that I could never imagine. So I want that for all of you, and I just want to be fucking transparent on this channel. I don't want to hold anything back. I don't want to be like those other YouTubers that, you know, tend to gatekeep a lot of the info. I want to give it all straight out to you guys. And if you guys ever want to learn more, I do have a course, but I'm not selling that at all. That is not even a plug. You know, I recommend watching my videos first and gaining value from that before you ever invest into anything that I provide for you, because I want to provide more than enough for you guys to get started and start making money. And if you ever want more out of it, you can always contact me. So my email's on my YouTube, all that good stuff. But yeah, guys, I really hope you guys gained some insight on my life, a little bit about what's going on. I hope all of you have a fantastic day, and just know that everybody goes through shit. Everybody is just grinding as hard as they fucking can to just get through life. And you know, I pray nothing more for this YouTube channel than just abundance for you guys to integrate in your life and to become the best versions of yourself, because I know every single one of you fucking can. So best of luck to all of you today. I will see you in the next one.